That's very good.
Yeah. Externally,
because we have no shoes.
Yeah. Well, I think probably you have managed to solve that problem at some point when you were in the office. But let's carry on. Oh, that's right. But you ruined your shoes. That's right.
Yes.
Oh, how innocent. Okay. So, tell me. I might think about that in a little bit. All right. Tell me a bit more about what you would like to. Would you like to talk among one another? Of course, you don't need my permission.
Shall we take turns? Like go around? The easiest?
I suppose so, although it is amusing to point out that your characters have no way of doing that inside the head unless you choose to do so. But so far, you've been slightly less. I have not seen Robert's Rules of Order in your head yet. So, okay. Go ahead. Whoever wants to talk, please go ahead.
The lady we were following, did she go out inside or she just disappeared with her boyfriend?
Well, she certainly hasn't disappeared yet. She has come up to the outside and has somehow identified herself to one of the guards, who seems to be taking a very authoritative attitude. So one thing you will notice is that these two guards, these alligator type guys, they are not acting like stupid flunkies. They are actually doing their job and asking questions and things like that. And so she's talking to them and he's making her wait. He has gone inside and now he is checking. And she is looking kind of pissed off. She's like looking around and is not pleased that she has to wait. So.
Okay, so I have one suggestion. We could try to jump into one of the guards and bring our current body somewhere and hide her, or knock her out, so we can move inside as a guard.
She had a small notebook.
That's the safest.
I'm bringing out my notebook and writing stuff that I can see.
Right.
I'm writing down the building. We need to know what kind of building this is.
Well, fortunately, it's very clear. This is none other than the seat of government, which includes the offices of the Prime Minister and related government functions. You are looking at the administrative nerve center right here.
So it's going to be basically impossible to blend there. So the most logical thing to do is try to go as far as we can and disappear with whatever information we can have. With what we had from the previous office, we already have a lot. So,
yeah, but we have walked this far. We want to see who she's gonna meet.
But we'll never get in there.
That's
we
what
have hours. Right down.
I think we can't stay in this place too long. I mean, we don't really look
maybe
like
they are windows outside.
We don't hear.
I think.
Sorry.
Windows outside.
Well, yes, although the building is well designed. The building is well designed to prevent people from looking into windows. It's this is more like an office administration building, and there's really no visual access inside, except, for example, through these glass doors just into the entryway, but not. You can't walking around this building. There's no way to do that. In a non-obvious way.
Am I sending somewhere where I can? Is there a kind of a public toilet or something else that I can go in? Because I'm really frustrated because nobody is looking at my notes.
Okay. Well, there's no.
I want to talk. I want to be able to talk undisturbed with myself.
Mm-hmm. Okay. There are several considerations at work here. First, there is no public toilet that is not available. Not even the little ones that you can find around the parks and things. At least not here. And also, this is an area that is under constant professional use, but no social use. So that means that it's very difficult to find. For example, there is no bench here like there was before, which was more of a social transit, traffic, general populous area. Max?
No, I'm waiting until you finish.
So the issue with you talking to yourself will be a matter of some stealth. You're going to have to be especially stealthy about this. This is going to be a stealth roll of your own, to do this.
Okay.
Very stealth. This is something you have to pay attention to the people around you and time it when you do it, and try to find a place where it looks as though you might be.
Stealth is my absolute favorite role.
Oh,
so
excellent.
Okay. I have 9 dice with stealth.
Oh God.
So,
okay. Well, you go right ahead and do
let's
that.
roll. I think I.
Mhm.
So,
Maybe
is that
Max should state what he wants to state before.
Margaret was thinking about maybe we can cause a diversion and then take the bodies, because we cannot just walk up and take the bodies, and we don't know where to go from there. So maybe we need a little more information about the house and how it's built on the inside and where to go. Yeah, we need to follow those, but maybe but maybe we need to know codes and shit and so on if we get in there. That's what's on.
Helma, go ahead, I guess. Or
Ola can roll first, and then I'm going.
I'm wondering. Is this a general roll, or I roll and then I get to say one sentence and then I have to roll again?
Oh, I see. No, this in this game we carry the rolls indefinitely for their purpose until you really switch up your behavior or the location. That's why I'm having you do this again. You're doing a different thing than just trying to look normal to get to this building. You are trying to talk to yourself and get away with it. That's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would just keep the same old roll. That's why I haven't had you roll again. I mean, you can wander all over the place being unobtrusive because you did so well last time. That's fine.
So I'm rolling now.
Rolling to see how insane you can be without anybody noticing.
That's exactly right. And I imagine that from our perspective, it must be from the player's perspective, it must be frustrating to imagine how easy cell phones would make this situation, right? You can always just talk into your cell phone, right? But they don't have them. And so when they say talking to yourself, it's a euphemism for a crazy person. So
I roll an awesome roll. An awesome.
I love this. We see Machal, this ordinary looking young woman with minimal cybernetic adjustments, wearing her nice little professional outfit from the 1940s, is very much doing the Berlin spy, activity of turning. I mean, she walks past people and does nothing, and then as soon as their faces can't see her, she's talking, right?
And talking into handkerchiefs,
right? Exactly, right.
Doing
all that stuff,
and doing multiple different maneuvers all the
time. So
that means that
after all of this and blowing an awesome roll on it, please tell me what on earth you say.
All right. I totally agree with that. We should not do anything drastic now. I totally agree with Albert. We are in a good position as we are. But if someone switches seats with me and kind of stay passive, I have special powers that can put myself outside this body and move inside yeah, I can be on the, so to say, astral plane. I can remove myself from this body invisibly into that building.
Aha.
And I'm not really sure how safe that is, because we have felt that people kind of can sense our psychic powers, right?
Sometimes.
But
You
sometimes,
right.
yeah.
You know that Ibu Da had a special brain implant that allowed him to do it. But on the other hand, you are in a high security area, so wondering about that would be a good question. Yes.
And
I just want to point out I'm very sneaky and I have no good psychic powers.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very good.
yeah.
So
and
you're a good
over.
switcher.
For me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So,
Helma.
but I would like the other. You have special abilities, special competences, all of you. So I would really like have your thoughts on this. That's what I'm saying.
Just a funny side note, if I may, Helma. My psychic abilities are like shocking and temperature and everything. So it has a lot with fire. So in character, Margaret would say, "I'm gonna burn something." Just like
Just thinking about it. I think I'll burn something. You're like, wait, what? Right. Helma, what did you want to say?
Claire is fighting to keep her calm.
Oh no.
Because she really wants to persuade the other that the idea to stay here for an extended period is not very smart, and maybe we should rather try to get in an area where we can leave Mahal and try to get back to her. I mean, she's pretty perfect, and if we can find a place here by concentrating on it, maybe we can find a person and we could use her again. We have so much already. I'd really rather we go back as soon as
So
possible.
Ola, it's your choice whether to switch with
Yeah.
Nadia or to call for a jump back to Earth.
You want me to make that decision now?
You're the boss.
I want. I know, but I also, but I'm thinking, I am. I'm seeing a window of opportunity here. That's what I'm seeing, and what I want is, I want this to be a kind of a. I think what if we make a try at this, if we have any chance of succeeding, I think we should try this. And if this has any tendency to go AWOL and not work, I think we should jump back immediately. That's my suggestion in this. But I really see that you have a point.
Okay. I almost called you Albert. Nathan, what?
I just want to mention that if we mess up and if our current host does not die, they will know that something that was not the host tried something. And considering the previous encounter with the other people, I agree with Claire, and it might be safer to just go now. Make sure Claire cannot tell anything to no one, and disappear, and come back with whatever we have. And then we can jump in that building next time or something like that.
Can I ask a quick ask? Do we know who she's meeting? I forgot that.
Well, at this point, if you would like, I can tell you what happens next, because I know what happens next, which is that a person bursts out of those glass doors and is followed by an administrative assistant who is arguing with them. This person shuts up the administrative assistant, turns to the guard who has come out before him, and scolds the guard very, 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 very badly.